see a squad from the Big 12, the Kansas Jayhawks, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Oklahoma State Cowboys. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Jayhawks will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So Oklahoma State's offense will get first crack at it today. Dropping back, it's Flores. Quick strike complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. And the Cowboys with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They're going to run it to the right. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Quarterback may change this route. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Oh, what a caught! A dangerous cover man and a dangerous return man after the pick as he gets it all the way to the 44-yard line. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
They'll run the option. Now the pitch. Got enough for the first. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Got it! They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. And the Jayhawks are on the move. They'll run it. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, right chunk, Jayhawk.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And the extra point is good. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Oklahoma State has it back and the offense is on the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Looking for a man, it's Flores. A strike downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. You love to deliver a punch on the first play of the drive. They've got it at the 46 on first down. Gonna let it fly. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Wants to throw on first down. Under fire. Keeps it and gets the first down. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. The Cowboys have it with a 1st and 10. Quarterback making checks. To the air on first down. Quickly complete.
And a really nice job on the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Going to swing it on second down. Got the quick pass. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. First and goal. The snap sets up the throw. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. Just blinding speed. Speed that almost paralyzes defenders.
When you got a quarterback with that much speed, you got to find tricky ways to put more speed on the field, spy the quarterback with somebody that's really, really fast. And even when you do, a lot of times he still makes plays because he's that dang fast and that explosive.
The extra point here would tie the game. And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. They marched 79 yards on the drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield, it's Howard. Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they'll move the chains, and a good way to wrap up the first quarter. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see if someone can get the edge in the second quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. He'll keep it himself. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against the different defense.
The sure hands, it's Stewart. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Man, is this place loud right now. The Cowpoke faithful bringing it on 3rd down. Release to the back. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, it's a great place to be for an offense. You've got the whole playbook available, and they choose to pass, and the defense did a really good job playing the pass, and 4th down now, it's decision time for you.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. The run from the shotgun. Got a little space. There he goes. The 20. Touchdown, Cowboys! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking for room, it's Thompson. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Pocket breaking down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Grabbed in the middle, it's Cook. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. To the air, it's Howard. Here comes the heat. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Caught in the backfield, it's Thompson. And this one will be stopped for no gain. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. From the gun, wants to pass. That's reeled in, it's Cook. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Jayhawks have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Here's the handoff. They could have used a little bit more there. Picked up a 3. It's 3rd and 7. And the Jayhawks will hustle to the line. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. The give to the tailback. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Caught in the backfield, it's Udo. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. To the air, it's Flores. Finds his big tight end. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. Talk about aggressive. This head coach is keeping the offense on the field inside his own 30. He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
Unloads to the right. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB.
I know the offense came into this game expecting to have some success throwing the football, and right after getting a takeaway right outside of the red zone, they try to do just that. The one-on-one matchups are going to be there in this game. That time, though, the defense did a better job making a play, forcing an incompletion.
It is deafening in here. The paddle people going to work. 3rd down and a big one for the Cowpokes. Bringing the heat. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. It is good. That'll bring him to within 4. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
All right, fellas, looks like you've had a very enjoyable day there today in Stillwater.
And the Cowboys will boot it away to start the 2nd half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Kansas offense returns to the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football problem out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
Looking to pass. It's Howard. Under fire. Got his man. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They'll decline that penalty. Obviously very happy with the results of the play. The Jayhawks will call on their punt team. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. Bunch formation for these receivers. Looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in, it's 4. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to go up top on first down. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They go to the draw. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. The Cowboys have their offense in high gear. Gets it out quickly. And he's down after the short completion. He did not make it to the first down marker. Offense in a bunch formation. Second down, they'll go to the air. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Oh, he's got some space. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of
And that ball is intercepted at the goal line.
When you get in the red zone, you can see as a defense, you get into your drops really quickly and you get your eyes on the quarterback. And you try to read his eyes and break on the football. It's such tight windows to throw in. Great job by the defender breaking on the ball, creating the interception.
Plows through the defense. And he's knocked down in the backfield, but man, how many tackles did he escape before he was finally brought down? After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking for a man, it's Howard. Got his man on the right, and he's knocked down.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. And the Jayhawks send out the punt unit. Here's the return. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Motion from the wideout. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Going to try to get it himself. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll go up top on 2nd and short. Trying to get rid of it. And the pass falls incomplete. That's how we'll wrap up the third quarter of play. But now, time for the fourth quarter. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Oklahoma State has the lead here. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the third quarter stats. So So we open the final period with a third down play. They'll try to get it through the air. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Cowboys! With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, a big-time top 25 duel. Let's get right to the pictures. Texas Tech is getting crushed today, and this is in front of a full house in Lubbock. That fan base should not be subjected to this. They're trailing by 18 to Houston. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else in college football.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to throw, it's Howard. Here's a heat. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. Caught near the sidelines. Will pick up a few before going out of bounds.
And they get the completion, and they get out of bounds, which is obviously important to stop the clock. But what's really important now is it's fourth down. And that made it more manageable, but obviously the clock.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Taking it the other way. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their fourth straight win.
Really got to be impressed with the defense here late in the game, still firing off the ball and still making plays. What a great job, not just picking it off, but taking it all the way back to the house. That pads their lead, and that should do it. You think that should do it now to get the win.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the fourth. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Kansas offense returns to the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Rush is on him. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. The Jayhawks are in the hurry-up.
And how about the complimentary football? This defense getting another sack. They've already got an interception. Offense.
And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. great place to start for this offense. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. It's Flores. He'll take a shot. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Going right to work up top. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. This time he's got his man. He goes out of bounds right at midfield. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Nowhere to run, and down he goes after losing 6. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. The D thinking brings some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Looking for more room. At the 30. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. Well, you'd be hard-pressed to find better field position to start a drive. 1st and goal from the 10. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. There's the pressure. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Oh, they're after him. Tried to get there by himself, but he is stopped short, and it'll be 4th down.
You know, in these goal line situations, the field starts to shrink. It's easier to key in on these guys that you know can fly at the quarterback spot. Defense was locked in. Nice job on the 3rd and goal.
Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop. This offense is so deep in the hole, it looks like the end zone's at the end of the earth. Looking to throw, it's Howard. A deep throw as the clock winds down. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left. And here we go, final play of the game right here. Misfired on the last play, they'll go back to the air. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There were some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen here.
No doubt. Good job by this coaching staff, understanding who's out there to make plays, feeding them the football, offense, defense, special teams, all working together to get the W.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching